So let's go ahead and ignore the fact that I do not have any eyebrows right now because I shaved off my eyebrows as part of a bet and whatnot. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this Sun and Moon episode though with ROCKRUFF. And honestly, as an episode overall, this was a really good episode. I mean, like a very, very, very good episode. I enjoyed this episode way more than I thought I was going to. And this episode was basically one of those episodes where Ash bonded with a Pokemon and then ends up capturing that Pokemon as well. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world did Ash capture Kukui's ROCKRUFF? Did Kukui give ROCKRUFF to Ash or what? Like, how did that work? I was under the impression, we were all under the impression that ROCKRUFF belonged to Kukui, but Kukui explains that it's actually not his ROCKRUFF. The ROCKRUFF is wild. It's a wild ROCKRUFF, and Kukui fed it food, and so he started tagging along with Kukui, and that's basically how they, bonded or whatever. But the ROCKRUFF was technically wild, which is why Ash was able to get the ROCKRUFF. Now, as for me, when I was like looking over the episode, I was not expecting Ash to actually get that ROCKRUFF. I really wasn't. I thought this was gonna be like a ROCKRUFF episode, and then that's about it. We just get our ROCKRUFF episode and just move on. But no, this was a ROCKRUFF Ash episode, and Ash ends up getting the ROCKRUFF. But the basis of this episode was ROCKRUFF went to this place called Claude Hill, where it was training and it kept getting beat by a Magmar. And as it was getting beat by Magmar, it was trying to learn how to use a move, which was Rock Throw. So Ash went out of his way to teach ROCKRUFF how to use Rock Throw. They did it. They went back to Claude Hill, and ROCKRUFF was able to beat the Magmar, and I think that's actually really cool. And also, a little thing to note in the episode, they actually explain, Rotom Dex explains that when ROCKRUFF are close to evolving, they tend to disappear, train, or whatever, and they get really, really aggressive, which is what this ROCKRUFF was doing, but we don't really know if it's close to evolving or not. I have absolutely no idea, but he was getting really aggressive, and they become really, really independent. Now, I don't know if it was becoming independent. I guess in a sense of it went to go train on its own, I guess, that makes sense. But, it was just really interesting that Rotom pointed that out because, is ROCKRUFF close to evolving? I mean, I would assume so, considering it just gained a lot of experience from beating the Magmar. But, how many episodes is it going to take for ROCKRUFF to evolve, and which Lycanroc is it going to evolve into, midday or midnight? Actually, that's a really good question of the day. Which form do you guys think Ash is going to get when it comes to Lycanroc, if he even gets Lycanroc? If ROCKRUFF decides it wants to evolve, what form do you think he's going to get? Personally, I see him getting, I don't know, it's really hard to pick out which form Ash would get, because I could see him having both forms. I could see him having the midday form, but I could also see him having like the midnight form as his like aggressive Pokemon or whatever. And I don't know, but this episode, like I said, overall, it was just a really good episode. It was a good episode because, again, it was one of those episodes where Ash just sat down and trained up a Pokemon and bonded with that Pokemon, and that Pokemon was able to overcome the obstacle that was in their way, and then it joins his team. And I think that's really cool. It's a really nice addition to his team too, because he has a Pikachu, which is electric type. He has a Rowlet, which is a grass flying type, which if it becomes a Decidueye, then it'll be grass ghost. And then he has a ROCKRUFF, which is pure rock. So I think that's really good. I'm hoping his next Pokemon is Litten. I was really hoping this next Pokemon was gonna be Litten, but it's ROCKRUFF. So now I'm hoping this next Pokemon is gonna be Litten. A lot of people were speculating that Stoutland might end up going to live with Kukui, and then Litten will go with Ash or something like that on his adventures. We have no idea. But the next episode, we actually do get to see the Stoutland. So the Stoutland did not die, which is really nice. And we get to see Litten and Poplio and Rowlet as well. And that should be a really fun episode. But this episode, definitely go watch it. It's on, GoGo Anime, probably any anime sharing website outside of Crunchyroll, of course, whatever. It might even be up on YouTube somewhere, so definitely watch this ROCKRUFF episode because it's a really good episode, you guys. It's a really, really good episode. We got to see Ash's determination to, get ROCKRUFF to learn Rock Throw. We got to see ROCKRUFF battle and win and lose, but win, which is, the most important. And it was just a great episode. So if you guys watched the episode, let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section below. If Ash's Rockruff does evolve, what form do you think he's gonna get for Lycanroc? Do you think he's gonna get the midday form, or do you think he's gonna get the midnight form? And I honestly don't know. I mean, like I said, I could see him with both forms. I have no idea. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little review of this episode. If you guys did, do not forget to hit the like button down below to show your support. Leave a comment down below as well, because I gave you guys a question of the video, stuff like that, and all the good stuff. And if you enjoy the content here on the channel and you'd like to see more from me, hit the subscribe button down below as well. And be sure to ring the little bell so you'll be notified when I do upload here on YouTube. I upload Let's Plays and TCG from time to time, stuff like that. So, you know, check out my content and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.